Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Biblical Prepping. I'm Judith Garten. This is the prepper portion, and I'm out here this morning in the prayer garden. I started the video, and comically, it didn't start recording. I'm going to give you a quick show around, give you a little bit better view of everything. I've got piles of leaves started, hoping to get to some of those, but I have a project today. I am going to test a product. I'm out here today to test my brand new Craftsman leaf blower. It is battery operated. It is model number, and I have to say, I really love it. If you remember years ago, I did a review on my son Joe. I don't actually even know if it's still up on my channel. I'll have to look for that one and tag it here. I was not impressed. It is not a battery operated one. It was electric, and I used it one time and it still sits in the shed alone, all by itself. I didn't like to have to deal with a cord. I didn't like to have to constantly unroll more cord, roll more up, get it out of the way. It also has a very small nozzle on it, and it worked well enough for, like, if I just had to blow leaves out of a small garden, flower garden, something like that, or trying to collect them maybe in the vegetable garden. But here in the prayer garden, I have almost a quarter acre of leaves that need to get taken care of every year, and I've never been able to keep up with them. I can get one section cleared, so I'm going to give this a shot. Now, the other day, I took it right out of the box, and I will tell you, Craftsman is 100% honest. They tell you that with the battery right out of the box, you're only going to get a couple minutes. I actually got 10. Cleared a whole section of pathway, which was nice. However, they also are very honest and tell you that the battery fully charged will only last about 20 minutes. So that's my test today. I want to see how long it will last. I am not sure how this is going to go. We'll see. I've got a couple of sections that I want to try and clear. My first project will be to get the tree branches off of the one section so I can just blow the leaves into one spot. A friend gave me an idea to try and blow them up against a wall. I don't have a wall here in the prayer garden, but I do have some logs that are fallen trees that have mapped out certain areas of garden. So I'm going to work on trying to blow the leaves up against the logs so that I can rake them into the shredder. If I have time today, I will also be shredding. I was shocked the other day, over a 2-day period, I moved 6, I think it was, or 8 bags, contractor bags of shredded dry leaves. It totaled probably around 400 pounds, and it barely took care of mulching a small section. So I have a lot of work to do. The nice thing is that, well, some people might think it's the worst part, but the leaves are starting to change, so they'll be starting to fall soon. And that will give me more leaves to mulch. And hopefully by springtime, or at least sometime in that time period before I start putting in the vegetable garden again, hopefully I will have enough leaves and mulch that I have mulched the entire prayer garden. I really want to get out here next spring and till like crazy and then mulch again. I want to mulch again because I want to be able to plant. We've had drought this year, and it is desperately dry. I may have lost a few of our apple trees, might have lost a pawpaw. It looks like I've definitely lost a couple of elderberries. I'm not thrilled about that. So that's another project for today, and tomorrow I need to water out here in the prayer garden somehow. It's just very dry. So anyway, that's my plan for today, is to test this and see how long it will last. This is going to be fun. If you notice, I keep looking around because I keep hearing noises. I think it's the ridiculous little kitty. We call him Max. Jim named him Maximus Decimus Aurelius. Yep, there he is. He's over there jumping around in the leaves. chasing grasshoppers and things. He's just got a cute personality. He's sitting on a stump now, staring at me. He must have noticed I was talking about him. So let's get this started. Um, I can tell you right off the bat with the Craftsman, I love the fact that it is perfectly angled for me. The handle is perfectly angled for me. I can hold it at arm's length and blow the leaves perfectly. I'm 5'6". I love that fact. My arms did not get tired yesterday at all. Granted, it was only 10 minutes, but they did not get tired at all. My hand did cramp up a little bit from the having to hold the switch down. I wish there was a lock position that you could put it on, but that's neither here nor there. It's just fine. Um, I don't need an added strap for my shoulder right now. If I get a second battery, which my plan is at least one more battery for this. If it only lasts 20 minutes, I want to be able to get a good hour in. So I will need at least one more battery, probably two. So I have to look into that. I would like to see if there is a way I could get I don't know what they call it, but it's attachment for the end that is kind of squashed down. I'll figure that out when I edit the video. Um, it would be nice to be able to have one of those so that I could directional point with some of these leaves. And that would make some things a little bit easier for me. So let's get started. I'm going to try and set up this selfie stick as a little bit of a tripod, and you can watch me for a little while out there. We'll see how long it goes. You want to have your safety gear, which you need your earplugs, safety goggles, good work gloves, and something to cover your face. It's dusty out here because of the drought, so I definitely need the cover your face part. And I have a couple of new gaiters on order, and they should be in by the weekend, hopefully. I'm going to give those a try. Okay, so the remote control turned itself off, so I can't seem to turn the camera on by itself. The video did not stop, which I am grateful of. I'm checking. My Bluetooth speaker is on as well because I want to listen to music. So I'm about ready to turn this off and stop for good for the day. And I just wanted to say, I hope that you've been able to see how easy it is. I can switch hands from left to right, right to left so simply. It blew a nice big pile of leaves together for me. I'm going to work on one more section and see how far I get because it's been running for 16 minutes nonstop. I timed that part of it, so that was pretty good. 16 minutes on this battery charge so far. And I'm sure you saw how dusty it is. I tried to keep my bandana on by pinning it down with my safety glasses. It did not want to stay. So I cannot wait for the gators to come. Found more golf balls. So we got a few extra golf balls laying around. I have sticks and all kinds of things too. The one thing I know is that if you've watched my works review video on the leaf shredder, I have two pieces of equipment and I'm learning to call them both by separate names. It's a leaf shredder and a branch chipper. I don't feel that the chipper works as well on leaves as the works shredder does. The works shredder works much better on leaves. Like I said, I got about 400 pounds the other day of dry leaves in contractor bags. So that's good. And I'm hoping to get these piles behind me, this one here today, and whatever I can blow together over there. And I love the fact that I have both pieces of equipment now because I can mulch everything. The works shredder does not do sticks. In fact, that breaks your strings more than anything else. And there are a lot of small branches and sticks in these leaves. I'm trying to pick them up and leave them in separate piles all over. And before I go in today, I will use one of my hampers and collect all of those. I already have 2 hampers full and 1 hamper almost full of branches, plus the branches I hope you saw me haul out of here, out of this prayer garden section. I also have a whole lot more. We've had a couple of trees come down. It's sad. Big old trees just rotting away. It's like the earth is spewing them out like scripture talks about. This really breaks my heart because the only small trees we have right now are clones of those big ones and they don't live long. I am actually going to start working on replacing trees. I am going to start planting acorns. I am going to start planting maple whirlybirds and try to replant and restore our forest at least a little bit. I know it'll take a few decades before they get caught up and get tall enough, but I think it's time for us to put back what humanity is causing the spewing of. So on that environmental spiritual note, I am going to sign off this video for today, and I hope that you enjoy it. It is a really awesome review of a product I absolutely love. If you're a lady who can't stand holding pieces of equipment, this one's not bad. It's not horribly heavy. I can hold it, like I said, at arm's length. It's got 2 speed settings. It's got your on setting, which is your big switch from your grip, and your thumb can hit the burst button. The burst button stays on until you hit it again, so if you need a high pressure blowout, it works great. So I'm going to actually step back. So that was weird. My phone cut me off real quick all of a sudden there at the end of my last video for this. And I was going to say, if you're a lady who can't hold on to something heavy, this is not really that heavy as far as the leaf blower goes. And I can hold it at arm's length, swing it back and forth, and I lasted a good 21 minutes because that's how long it lasted. And I probably could have kept going for another half hour easily, blown more leaves into piles. This is a great product. I love it. Don't forget,
subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video with your friends. Blessings and shalom.